Good morning, everybody. How's it going today? Hope you guys are doing really well. Hopefully enjoying a little vacation, a little relaxation. And we just had a toilet paper emergency, so I had to run up and take care of that. Hey, aren't you guys grateful for texting? Because you know what? When I was a kid and we ran out of toilet paper, right? What if nobody was home and there was nobody around and you could yell to them? What about now we have texting? We can text like, hey, I'm out of toilet paper. Bring me some toilet paper. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Heather Ann. How are you guys doing? Actually, that happened to me recently when I was in Hawaii. We were all sharing a big house, and I will not say the name of the person because I don't want to embarrass them, but they don't live with girls. And so I was downstairs. Everybody else was upstairs. I was downstairs in this bathroom all by myself. And luckily I had my phone because I texted Damien, please bring me some toilet paper. There was no toilet paper under there. Anyway, you guys ever been there? Oh my gosh. I tell everybody, me and my sisters, we have PPSD. Wait. Oh shoot, I forgot what I call it. Paper product lack syndrome or whatever. Oh, traumatic syndrome, because we never had toilet paper. Well, we did have toilet paper, but sometimes we would have to like run out. And we had 4 girls in our house, and you know how that is. So anyway, they're fine. But good to see you guys. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna jump in today. I wanted to talk to you about a poverty mindset. If you don't know what a mindset is that there's a lack of abundance in your life. And it can be from things that you believe that you learned growing up, subconsciously or unconsciously. It could also be from maybe going through a really hard time where you had nothing, and then when you get things, then you hoard them. So we don't want to have that. That is not good, and it keeps you from enjoying life and enjoying the things that you've been given. And even the richest person in the world could still have a spirit of poverty or a poverty mindset if they don't enjoy the abundance that surrounds them. And so sometimes it can creep up on you. Sometimes you don't even realize that you're operating in a poverty mindset. And then you stop and you realize it. And I wanted to tell you 2 subtle signs that you might notice. You might not have these, and they might sound silly to some people, but for some people they are a reality. And that is why I'm wearing this coat. I was wearing this coat yesterday because it was like 26 degrees when I left the house, and I love this coat. It's beautiful, and it's red, and it's full length, and it was a gift. But what happened when I got the coat was, like I said, it was a gift from Damien, and it's beautiful. I love it so much. But you know what happened is I had a resistance to wearing it because I thought it was too nice for me. I didn't want to look too nice. I didn't want to move in this house because I thought it was too nice. And it's an average house. It's not, amazing. But that is one thing that can happen when you have a poverty mindset is you don't enjoy the gifts that you've been given because you almost think you're not worthy of them. You worry that people will think that, you are too affluent. You don't want to be seen as affluent. You don't want to be seen as almost having nice things. And sometimes that poverty mindset can become an area where you thought like maybe the poorer you are, the better. So like that money would taint you, or having material possessions would taint you and change you as a person. Can I just tell you guys that money does not have a character? It has the character of the person who is operating it. So whatever it is that you have in your heart, in your life, as you get more affluent, as you have more money and more funds, all it does is magnify what's there. So if you like to give when you're poor, you're going to love to give when you're rich. If you like to serve when you're poor, you're going to love the opportunity to serve when you're rich. If you like to make it all about you and it's a big show trying to impress everybody when you're poor, guess what? The same thing's going to happen when you're rich. It doesn't matter. Money does not have a character. It follows the character of the person who owns it or who is operating with it. So that can be one sign of a poverty mindset, is not wanting anybody to think that you have things that are too nice, and also not feeling like you deserve them, or like it's too nice for you to have. It's too beautiful for me to have. This car is a car that I wouldn't drive because I'm just an average person and this is a luxury car, or something like that, where you feel that you don't fit that gift because you're not enough or you're not what that represents to you. And you know what I found is a lot of times that was a judgment. And for instance, in my own life, we have blessed with a beautiful car. At first, I was really hesitant to drive it because I was like, I don't want people to think I'm that kind of person. But guess what? It's because I was judging other people, looking at them and thinking they were that kind of person. And I actually said it one day, and my kid pointed out to me because we were in San Francisco at this private school, and I was like, oh, there's moms in their, XYZ cars picking up, their kids. And one of my kids said, Mom, that's the kind of car that you guys drive. And I was like, oh, you're right. Like, I was judging these people because they had something nice, and in reality, that affected my ability to drive this beautiful car, which was a very super poverty mindset. I know, isn't that dumb? And so a lot of times our poverty comes also from judging other people. So that's one area. So not wanting to have things that are too nice, not thinking you deserve things that are too nice. The second sign of a mindset of poverty can also be everything's going great and you're loving it, life is great, but you can't find peace with it because you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Has that happened to anybody? Like, you're like, oh, I love this house, I love this time in my life, but I know something's coming around the corner, it's not good, all of this is gonna melt away. I don't know if you've ever struggled with that, but that is a real thing where it's living in this place of fear, where you're always waiting you can't enjoy the things that you have or the things that you've been blessed with or gifted with because you're so busy worrying about what's to come. You don't want to get too attached because you're worried that you're going to lose it. That is a spirit of poverty. That is a poverty mindset. No, all things are given to you to enjoy. That's what the Bible says. All things are given to you to enjoy, and you are allowed to enjoy them. And so here's the analogy. What if you gave your kid a gift? You went at Christmas time, you picked out this amazing gift for them, and you're so excited that you're going to give it to them and that they're going to love it. You give it to them, and you know what they say? They say, Mom, I can't enjoy this gift. It's too nice for me. Can you imagine? Like, you would be devastated if you said, I can't receive this because, I can't take this beautiful, leather coat or whatever because what happens when I outgrow it and I won't be able to wear it anymore, then I'll be very sad. That is what we do when we're rejecting the gifts that come into our life. And the moment that God just really spoke that to me, I went, oh my gosh, all this time, sometimes I was receiving gifts from him, but not fully receiving them. No, when you give your kid a gift, you want them to enjoy it. You want them to, when they light up, when they open it and they're like, oh my gosh, I love it. That's what you want from your kid, right? That's what we get to do too. We get to enjoy the gifts. Okay, so it's somewhat healthy. Heather Ann says it's somewhat healthy to prepare yourself for what is to come. Right, yes. Not fully to fear, but just expect anything to come. Absolutely. You need to have a savings. You need to know, like, our economy right now is in a bubble. It is not going to last the way it is right now. And you need to know that. And you need to make preparations. But that's the gift, is realizing that everything comes in a cycle. And so it would be foolish to just go around like, oh, we have all the money in the world, and I'm going to go buy this beautiful house that I can't afford. I'm going to live beyond my means. That is what happened in 2007, 2008, people. And so, and then it crashed, and everybody was like, oh my gosh. But you know what happened is that the thing that came a lot out of the Great Depression and also out of 2007, 2008 is so many people found things inside of them that they really wanted to do. A lot of people lost their jobs, and then they had to develop something that they had inside of them. The depressions and the recessions that we have are actually great, fruitful times for ideas that come forth. But you are so right, Heather, and we do need to be prepared. We can't be foolish, right? We need to have things saved. We need to, know, like for me, this house, I love this house. I couldn't love the house I live in anymore. However, I'm renting. So I know, I used to be so like, oh man, I'm going to be so sad when I leave this house. But now I'm like, I had to realize that I get to enjoy it right now. it's going to change. It's not going to be this way forever. I know that, but I love it right now. I know. Thanks for laughing, because it's so true. And then some of the things that I think are so silly, like then I have to get like a reality check and go like, oh, wait a minute, this is for me to enjoy. So yes, you are right. Prepare for the future. No, it's not going to be the same. I don't know if you guys have ever read, what's it called? The five secrets that, something like the 5 secrets that normal people don't know about wealth, and that's one of them, is that it is cyclical. I'll put a link in my in the comments, but it is cyclical. Like, you have to be prepared for the cycle of economy and all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, just to cap it up, that's just 2 signs that you might be having a poverty mindset. So I just encourage you with this: enjoy the gifts that you're given, receive them like a child, like you would want your child to receive gifts. Receive the beautiful gifts that you have, and also to not be afraid of the future, but prepare for the future. But don't let yourself live in a place of fear. Enjoy what you have today. I love you all, and I hope I'll get to keep contact with you, or we'll be with all 24 of our family for the next 10 days. So I hope I'll get to do some more videos, and I hope you guys have a very wonderful Christmas week. And Hanukkah week is coming up. Hanukkah starts on the 24th. And may your minds be fierce, and your heart strong, and your spirit kind today. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.